Lesson 17. We're moving over to the Bastien book, pages 34 and 35, to do more things with the C chords and the G7 chords. What I like about this page is we have the arpeggio, C arpeggio, and then immediately the chord. And then right away we switch to the G7 arpeggio, and then right away to the chord. So it's like this. We have the C, E, G chord. And then we have to have finger number 5 move down to the B right away to get that B, F, G chord. Then the right hand's going to do the same thing. So let's just do this first. Here we go. Ready, set, go. C, E, G chord, B, F, G chord. Let's do that again. Ready, set, go. C, E, G chord, B, F, G chord. As I said, we're doing the same thing with the right hand, but you got to be ready when you're playing this chord. You got to be looking ahead because you have to see that you have to move your thumb, finger number 1, to get down to the B. And I'll get my hand out of the way. Here we go. Ready, set, go. C, E, G chord. Reach for the B. B, F, G chord. Let's do that again. Ready, set, go. C, E, G chord. B, F, G chord. All right, let's start from the beginning up to that point. I'll get my hands out of the way again. This is really bad hand position. Remember, you should be up like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. C, E, G chord. Reach. B, F, G chord. Right hand. C, E, G chord. Reach for the B. B, F, G chord. Then at the very end, they have just in the left hand C, G7, C. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to play both hands at the same time. Even though it's not written in the treble clef, we're going to do left hand and right hand. C, G7, back to C. All right, we're going to do the whole thing now. Remember, you're going to practice this several times, then you're going to practice this several times, and then you're going to practice doing both hands at once several times before you put them together. Here we go. And we will do the repeat, because the first time through, I'll talk through as we're doing it. Second time through, I won't talk. There we go. So arpeggio, chord, arpeggio, chord. 1, 2, 3. C, E, G chord, B, F, G chord, C, E, G chord, B, F, G chord, chord, G7, back to C. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And when I went through the second time, I put my hand back into the proper position because it was easier to play. I played better when I had my hands in here. All right, page 35. Good night, ladies. We have E, C, go down to the bass clef for the G, and then back to treble clef for C. That's our arpeggio. C, E, G, C. How about that? Next part starts with E, C, but then goes up to D's. The next part, there's our E, C again. This time we go up a fourth to F, play some F's, go down a step to E's, go down a step to D's, go down a step to C's. So here we go. Just the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, the right hand, except we have to use our left hand thumb. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, C, G, C, E, C, D, D, E, C, F, 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 E, E, D, D, C. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. All right, now we're going to add the left hand down here. When we do the good night, then both hands are playing Fs. Then the next measure, this hand's going to go up to G while that hand's going down to E. So they're going to converge on each other. I found that's the best way to think about it. You think about how you're moving towards each other, and then you start moving parallel down. So let me go over that again. We have good night, F's for both hands. Then your fingers converge on each other for the G in the bass clef and the E in the treble clef. Then they both move down together, and we end on the chord. Another way you practice it is just practice this hand. F, G, F, chord. Lots of different ways to practice. And the more ways you practice something, the better you're going to get at everything. So let's just do the first two lines. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. And then this song continues into another song we already know, Merrily We Roll Along. So let's just quickly review the right hand. It's all steps, all seconds. E, D, C, D, E, 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 down a second. D, 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 up a second to E, whoop, up a third. G, G. And then the next line, same thing. E, D, C, D, E, 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 D, D, then a little different. D, D, E, D, C. Let's play it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along o'er the deep blue sea. And then we look at the left hand. So we have merrily we roll along. Then you play a chord. Then roll along, G7 chord. Roll along, C chord. So it's going back and forth between the two. Now this song is in mezzo forte, and they suggest that doing mezzo piano on these chords would be like this. Which sounds kind of nice. But we're going to make it a little more fun. We're going to keep that mezzo forte, but we're going to play those forte like this. It's just a little more fun that way. All right, so here we go. Let's do the last two lines. Merrily we roll along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along o'er the deep blue sea. This part's going to be a little tricky because here, every other time we had a chord is when we were done with the right hand. But now we've got to mix it all up. So let's just do o'er the deep, just that much. O'er the deep. We're going to do that a couple times. Again, go. O'er the deep. Again. O'er the deep. Now we're going to do o'er the deep blue sea. Not even do the last chords. O'er the deep blue sea. Again. Now we'll add the last chords. Ready? Go. Or the deep blue sea. And then when you're practicing, it'd be a good idea to start here and see if you can get into that and get that. That's what you're going to do on your own. You just practice this line after you work that out. Then you can go back to all of this, and then we can go back to the very beginning, which is what we're going to do right now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and good night, lady.